Okay, so let's start now. Okay, ma'am, I'm just making you. Okay, yes. Okay, fine. We'll come back again to see if anyone is waiting. Okay, so let's start now. Good morning, everyone. So I hope you all are doing good. And meantime, I'm audible. Yes. Okay. My name is Gaurav, and I'm really excited to be here with you all. And for today's workshop on the topic that is shaping the future of web development with progressive web app or PWA. So, one question: how many of you heard of PWA before? Please raise your hand. Whenever I'm asking any question, please respond quickly and raise your hand. And how to raise your hand? Just you can see the option. It will be there on the Zoom, and you can raise your hand. Yes, you have heard, and you can unmute yourself, and you can say yes, no, anything. Have you heard of PWA before?
No,
Anyone?
sir.
No. Cool. Okay, you can write in the chat as well. That's cool. Okay. If I will ask the same question again, how many of you have used a website earlier or a mobile application? So almost everyone will say yes. Because on the daily basis, we use a mobile application. On daily basis, we are using a website, whether any kind of thing, a learning website or a content creating website, or at least a Facebook or a LinkedIn or anything. Correct? But no one has heard of PW. So we'll talk about PWA today and why it is important and how a big company are progressing with the web PWA. Okay. So basically, so great. So for those who may not be familiar, let me start by sharing some fantastic fact about PWA and highlight why PWA is the future of web development. Okay. So if I will talk about some PWA stats. Okay. Let me move this. So, ma'am, I'm just making you the host. You please approve that meantime. Okay, if I'll make host, then I'll not be able to share. Fine, I need to. Okay, let me share again. I think. Okay, so you have heard of G5, right? So this is a streaming platform G5. G5 launched a progressive web app to extend its reach, and PWA is 3 times faster and reduce the buffering time 50%. Okay, and if we'll talk about the next example, Book My Show. So we all have used Book My Show in our to book our shows or cinemas, right? So PW takes less than 3 seconds to load and increased conversion rate over 80%. And also PW is 54 times smaller than the native Android and 180 times smaller than iOS app. You can see the a huge difference between a native application and a progressive web application. So if we'll see the same statistics about regular web development or regular website, still it will be similar kind of smaller in size and again faster with the regular website. If I'll talk about one more, Flipkart. So everyone has used Flipkart to order few things, right? Everyone is aware of it, and you see that how responsive and how fast it is, right? So Flipkart PW is driving 50% of its new customer acquisition. Okay, nearly 60% of visitors to the PW had previously uninstalled the native app from their mobile. Okay, there are many others. I will, if we'll see about PWA stat. There is a website pwastats.com. So it will give you all the company who is using progressive web app and how they got benefited with that. So you'll get all the list. So whenever you will get time, just go through that and see why it is so important. And behind the scene, Google is investing lots in PWA and other companies also investing. But the creator of PWA, or you can say the first time who thought about PWA, is Google. Okay. And till now, we are not aware of actually what PWA is, but I'm just talking about why it is important. Okay. So apart from that, I will talk about few facts. So 50% of mobile user abandon a website, a regular website, or whichever will take more than 3 seconds to load. So normally when we open a website, if it will take longer, then we use another website. Correct? Okay. Apart from that, PWAs are nearly 50% or more faster than the traditional mobile application or a website. And also, progressive web app works as offline also. Suppose if your internet, you lost the internet, still progressive web app will be in your in your device, and you can use it. And whenever internet will come back, they will exchange the data with the server. Okay. And apart from that, few more examples are that, like Twitter Lite. So now it's X, right? X.com. So Twitter Lite also have a progressive web app version, and also it saw that 65% of increase in page view, 75% more tweets, and 20% increase in re-engagement after user install the PWA on their device. So these are the numbers that show how impactful PWA can be or for user experience and engagement. Okay. So why these numbers are important? This shows us the PWA are not just a nice to have, but a game changer in the way we build or use or we experience the web application, right? So today we are going to explore why PWA are rapidly becoming a top choice for developers and businesses, and how they are revolutionizing the user experience across all the devices. We will break down what makes them special, what is the core feature of PWA, and of course, how you can start building your own progressive web app. So we'll give a demo, we'll create a PWA, and also we'll host it, and you all use once, and then you can think of it later, and you can create projects or you can do lots of things out of it, right? And you can explore more because there is no ending of learning new things. Cool. So so let's dive in, and by the end of session, I promise you will all have a clear understanding of progressive web app and how they could change the way you approach the web development, right? Okay. Before we deep dive into the technical aspect of progressive web app, can anyone tell me one reason why mobile apps can be hassle for the user? Don't be shy. I would love to hear your thought. You can write in chat. And my question is, why mobile applications can be a hassle for the user? Anyone can talk. You can unmute yourself, and you can say directly, or if you love to write, you can write in the chat. Anyone, please? Cool. So I have told it captures more memory on phone. Seriously? And this is right? Because just see the Facebook. It takes 300, 400, or sometimes 500, or even some application in GBs, right? Correct. Any other? Compatibility. Okay. Other can also participate, right? Whatever you feel. Why a mobile application can be hassle for the user? Why you feel that, okay, no, glitches or something like that? You can talk about as a developer perspective as well. because when you are learning a native application development, then you will learn how to develop a native application Android, and again sometimes you need to learn how to develop a iOS application separately, because both the application, both the devices, or both the framework or technology use the different languages, right? Okay, any other think? So access issue. Okay, access issue in the sense, can you just elaborate it? What access? Internet access or the UI access? What you are saying? So media access. Okay. So media access means buffering, right? So if you're playing a video, it sometimes it takes time, right? That's correct. Loading a photo or playing something or like that. Designed to encourage addiction. Okay. What does it mean? You can write one line again, that why means you can, why you are saying this. So is it something like that? Which kind of no, like obviously any application if they will build, they will design in such a way that user can get addicted, right? So that you can do in native also, you can do in progressive web app also. This, that is a design perspective, and obviously when you use more design, it will be it will be longer in size or sometimes, right? Apart from that, if anything else, right? I would like everyone to participate in this, whether you are understanding or if you are not getting it, still write something. Maybe you are wrong, or maybe you can write something incorrect, but that's okay. Don't feel shy, write it. So, why a mobile application can be hassle for the user? Hope you understand the question and get participated before we'll go to the technical things. Only four people or five, only three people has used. Okay. Frequent update. Okay, Vignesh having good points actually. Frequent update. So whenever you are getting a application, a native application or a website or something like that, obviously it will get hosted somewhere, like Android application on the Google Play Store, or Apple Store will store the Apple or iPhone applications, right? So everyone having some life cycle to update the applications. Like for Android, it's APK. When you will generate, it will upload into the Google Play Store. It will take nearly 4 hours to 1 week, right? Near, at least 4 hours it takes, or make maximum 1 week or something like that to update, right? And get the new rollout. And also in the iPhone, it takes nearly 1 week. And if you are enrolling a new updates, so obviously a frequent update is one good things. So mobile can become a major tool to reach or call any person. That's fine. So what I'm saying is, why a mobile application will be a hassle for the users. Okay, where they feel difficulties, where they don't encourage something in the mobile application, where they get irritated in the mobile application, right? So faster, if internet will lost, then this will not, application will not work. It will say that again internet is not there, so you cannot move ahead, you cannot see the screen, whatever is available, everything will disappear, right? This kind of things are there. Security issues are there. Yes, when the user is not user friendly. Okay, that is also correct. Storage and outdated software version, this is seriously a strong point. Okay, storage and outdated software version, because and normally when you're getting an Android application and iPhone application, okay, so suppose I was having five application when I was at my early age of my career. So I have created my five application my own, and I have kept on the Google Play Store. But meantime, I couldn't update all the application with the new Android SDK. So Google has banned all the five application. It means, and similarly, if you have a HTML website or a web application, so no one is taking care of it. Whether if you are using a lower version of any HTML version or anything like that, it still it will be on the web. Google will not force or Apple will not force you to update the version of the SDK. So this is also a strong point actually. If you have outdated software, you cannot use that. Correct. Anyone else? And this is good point actually. If you are participating and you are saying something, other people are seeing that. Okay, so this also can be the reason. Guarantee or warranty timeline. What does it mean? Vilas, excessive or irrelevant notification. So this is something that they use for user engagement, right? So obviously notification you can send for anyone, right? For any application, whether it's a PWA also, still user need notification, right? When we are in need of something, we love the notification, and if something we are not no, we don't need, we are getting irritated of the notification, right? So there is a different importance of the notification again, right? And confusing UI, too many in-app purchase, gather our personal information. Yes, gather our personal information. So this is something that sometimes it's required, sometimes you require, but sometimes if it is not your primary requirement, then obviously you will get irritated. But sometimes you require, or sometimes company require your personal information, and obviously any application having a responsibility to gather only relevant information or a public information, or sometimes a personal like number or email ID or something like that, or like, okay, so that is required actually when you will create a application. Okay, cool. So we got good insight, and let's see how and what we can do. Now we'll see that what is progressive. Okay, irrelevant, frequent, what ads. Yes, it totally depends on the application, right? Because if you are a content creator, okay, and nowadays you see that content creator are getting any kind of video, right? Whether it's relevant or not relevant, they are just getting, keep on creating. So it's same kind of ads, right? If you are seeing something, you will get relevant ads. And some user, some application owner, they add unnecessary ads. This is also correct, right? So depends. If you are a application creator, then you need to think where, and also you can manage the ads. Your users will get a specific kind of ad. Suppose if you are getting a learning website, then your users will get only advertisement related to learning, right? So if you are getting a learning website and users are getting gambling advertisement, it's not good, right? Or a leaker advertisement, it's not good, right? So you can manage those in Google, okay, in ad setting, which type of advertisement your user will get. Cool. Buffering time consuming to install and run the application. That is also correct, Cyan. Okay. It affect our health also. Okay, Patrick. This is seriously. We need to take care of our health, and we could not use. We should not use any kind of application basically, whether it's native application or PWA, because we should not use the up mobile only for that, for sure. Okay, cool. We got, and buffering. Yes, buffering is very important, and that's why G5 application is, reduced buffering time 50%. We got good insight. Okay, and let's see about some technical things about PWA, and we'll see that why PWA and what is PWA. Okay, PWA is nothing but it's a simple web application, but with few features, right? So web application that load just like regular website, and also it will take advantage of features supported by modern browser. Okay, we have modern browser like Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox or anything is, they have updated and they are very modern. They do lots of things behind the scene. Okay, so PWA effectively bridge the gap between a mobile application and a website, and it offer the best no all together. Okay, so what all things PWA gives actually? PWA will give you, it will easy and compact. They will have offline and online capacity capability, and It can be personal or global or anything, any kind of application you can create. It will be always quick and smooth. You can install it quickly. You can just add to home screen, or you can install, you can do lots of things, and it will open just like a mobile application. You don't need to install a heavy application. It will just a website. You can add it, add your home screen. It will open as a mobile application, right? And most important, that as a company perspective, you will see it is very simple and it is very cheap. Okay, quickly you can create. And another thing, as a developer perspective, you don't need to be master in all the technology. It's simple web development technology you can use, and you can create a progressive web app. You don't need to learn a native language like for Android. Normally we use Java or Kotlin, right? So learning Java and Kotlin in advanced way, it takes time to understand, to grasp, to do anything, right? It takes time. Similarly, when you create a web application, you need to learn simple HTML, CSS, or JavaScript or related web technology, and easily you can learn. And you don't need to be master in that. Just from intermediate level, also it will work, and you can create a good enterprise level of application. Okay, and I told you the stats. Just go through that progressive web app stat from website PWA states. Okay, and let's see how this works actually. Okay, I have, since we are obviously running out of time, we don't have that much time. We are only 1 hour, 1 hours, or maybe 30 minutes next. So I have already created the web application. I will give you the link. You can download the code, and also we'll create and we'll see what it does. Okay, fine. So what you will do is, everyone will open a website, progaurav.github.io. Okay, this is a sample website. Whatever time I got, I just updated it. So you can create as per your wish. This is very simple application. Just down take this. I have already installed this up. This is a website. Okay, you can create any kind of user interface. This is very simple. You can see that how this looks like in a browser. Okay, this is how it looks like in a browser. And if I will make this as a mobile view, how it will look like in mobile. You can see that how it looks like in mobile view. If I'll refresh, you can see that how this will look like in mobile view. Okay, you can give the navigation, or you can do anything, right? So this is very simple. I was just trying to create something. Let's fit it 100% is bigger. Let's make it 50%. You can change the device. You can make it Galaxy 8. You can make it responsive, or you can make it in mobile view. Whatever you wish, you can do it, right? So just open this website, and what you will do is, here you will see that three dot, right? Just go to three dot like this in your mobile phone. Open this in Google Chrome in a mobile phone, or in a website, or in desktop also. Whatever you want, you can do. Better you can open this in your mobile. progaurav.github.io. Okay, and then if you are opening in laptop, then you will go here and you will see that somewhere it will be add to home screen first, or else you will get here only in URL. You will get install option. So already I have installed, so that's why it's not showing to me. But you will see that, let me uninstall that. So let me uninstall that from. Okay, so it will already, whenever I will install, it will come to the Google Chrome. Okay, application already I have installed. It will be somewhere. So it's already installed. So this is, I'm using laptop. Already I have installed this application. So here feedback form. If I'll open this in my desktop, okay. So see how this will open, where it is, here it is. So this is a mobile application now. You can see this is opening as a standalone application in desktop. Okay, so what you will do is, so just go to open this website progressive, okay, what is that, progaurav.github.io, and go to the three dot, here it will be three dot. Okay, and here I will uninstall this if you wish, and also delete the data. Cool. Now if I'll open that, here you can see that I am getting install option, right? Install feedback form. But a normal website, you will not get this option to install. Since this is a website and I have not uploaded this website into Google Play Store or App Store so that you can install or uninstall applications. This is a simple website. You will get option to install it. If you are not getting this option, just go to the three dot here, and here you will get add to home screen. So here I am getting okay. So more option, cast. So here you can see. Uh, y- so this is MacBook. In Windows, it will be some different options. You can just see that install feedback form or else add to home screen. If I will click on that, so I will get this kind of option. How many of you has installed this? Just write in chat. So write in chat how many of you has installed this application in your phone or maybe in your desktop, since this is a mobile application as well as a website. So I want everyone to use this. Yes, Abhilash has already installed. I want everyone to use that. Okay, so everyone has installed. Yes, cool. So meantime, what we will do is, okay. So I was trying to today morning I was trying to create the same application in different way, and how it was is something like this. So let's create a website, feedback form. I will update this code as well on the GitHub. Meantime, we have already a basic version of it, so you can use that. So if I'm creating an online feedback form, how will do? So this is a website, and how it will open in the desktop browser. And if I'll click on the feedback, this it will go to another page. People will fill this, give the feedback whatever it is, and then it will submit. Okay, so since need to feed, and another page will come as a thank you or something like that. Okay, but right now we have different kind of things. So what you will do is, everyone, so I will write in chat. Okay, Vaibhav is asking if we install that, it still consume phone memory knowledge. Okay, so then how it is different than Play Store app application? Because when you are installing any application from application store, right? So they generally, if you're getting an Android application, suppose, right? So they have a different kind of bundler. Normally they use Gradle. If you are aware of it or not, it's okay. So that takes lots of memory, and they increase the application size. Okay, but when you will open this, just go to the application setting and see how much memory they consume. It will be reduced more than 80%, and 80% is enough actually, and it's too much. When you are reducing your application size 80%, then it's really a great job. And if your question is this application is still taking memory, then obviously if you're doing anything, if suppose if you're creating a simple HTML page and you are just printing hello world, do you think that it will not take memory? Obviously it will take also, it will also take a memory at least 1 kb or 2 kb or byte, right? So if you're getting an application, obviously it will take memory, but the question is how much memory they will consume. If you're getting a progressive web app, and similarly if you're getting a normal or regular website, see the application size. I'll also show you some other things as well. So here this application is running. Okay, so first thing what you will do is open this. I will write it. I will give you some more statics. Open my GitHub profile, everyone, and okay, where it is? I'll just go to this. Okay, let me give you another option. What you can do, everyone can try this. Open GitHub. If you have GitHub, then okay. If you don't have, then just quickly create your GitHub and go to your repository, go to new and check what is your username. So username normally comes here. If you'll open the GitHub, so this is my username. Take your username as of now. Give your username here. Username dot github.io. So this will generally create a website and it will also host your website in GitHub, and also you can run your website from GitHub itself. So you don't need to buy any hosting provider for that. So what you will do is, so we are hosting this on GitHub page. If you want to learn more about that, you can just simply go to GitHub page. So how to create a GitHub page? Just go to this link. I will pages.github.com. Here you will say how to do that. Okay, I'll just write in chat. You can later you can read this and see how. I will just quickly show you how you can do right now. Okay, so what you'll do is you will open your username. Any question people can ask. So you can just write here your user your username. Okay, just give your username and then github.io. I'll just write it here. What will be your repository name? You can try it. Okay, your username and then github.io. This will be the repository name. Okay. Once you will do that, then simply don't click anything else, just create the repository. So I have already created. Then what you will do is here you will go to this. Okay, open that. You can open here from download zip, take all this file. Okay, I have already written the HTML file. Then what you will do is just go to this code, right? So when you will create the new repository, it will come here, but it will be empty, correct? I will just create a simple repository here. Go to repository, go to icon, click on here, your repository, or there is also option here, plus create new repository, create a new repository, give here your username dot git github.io. You understood? Any question, anyone? So here what you will give your username, and your username it will be here. My username is Pro Gaurav. Okay, so you can get it here. Your profile, you will go your profile here. You can see your username actually. Take that. Okay, and don't do anything else. Just create repository. So you will see that your website will open on this your username.github.io. Okay, just click on that, it will open something like this. So here already they have given some command. Okay, I will just modify the command. You can do something like that, or else you can do whatever is there. Just take it here till here. And for that, you need to write git add dot. I will tell you how to do that basically. Okay. So as you can see that I will download this on, I will download on desktop. Here you can see that on demo folder, I have already extracted this, means downloaded this zip file of my project. I will just extract it. Cool. Here it is, right? So if I want to open this website, what I will do is I will just simply open this index.html, and you can see that it's opening. But what you will see that it is not giving me option to install, right? It's not giving me option to install, right? So what I will do is I will just uninstall this. If anyone have any question, please don't feel shy and ask. I'm just showing you how you can do this. Okay, fine. So here we have this application. I will open this again. You can see that we are not getting any install option. Also, if I will do here, you can see that we are not getting any install option. Can you see this? SAM application is there. We are using just this index.html, but we are not getting any. It is there save page as. So page as, it will save as HTML file only. It will not give you the install option. We don't have, right? Okay. So next, what you will do? So we have already created a this repository with your username. Suppose if your I will just name anyone. Okay, suppose if any username is Avilash. Okay, so Avilash username is Avilash only. So what you will do? Avilash.github.io. This is how you will create. And once you will create, you will get this option. So what you will do is you will copy this URL here, copy this URL and open the terminal. Okay, open the terminal. I'll open a new terminal basically. And I'll go to desktop. I'll go to demo file here, right? So in demo file, you can see that we have only two files, right? One is what I have downloaded, extracted file, and one is zip file. So here what I'll do is I will download this repository, or I will clone this repository in our file. So git clone, and I will paste that. So if you don't have git install in your system, just simply go to git scm here and download. Okay, I hope when you'll see the video again, you will get to know how to do. If you don't have, you can just download it. So next, come to this. Here it is, right? So if I'll clone this, you can see that this empty file has been downloaded. Okay, if I will see ls, you can see that we have now three files. One is zip file, one is extracted file, and this is my web page what I'm going to create, a new project, right? Your username.github.io. So what I'll do is I will just go to your username.github.io. So I'm into this now. Open Visual Studio Code. So if you don't have Visual Studio Code, here it is. Okay, then you will just open code space dot. So if you don't have Visual Studio Code, just go to Visual Studio Code and install it. Here it is. Just install. Okay. For me, it's giving me download for Mac OS, and you can install it for by your own. Okay. So once you do that, it will open here, right? It will open something like that. So what you will do here, whatever, I will just go to desktop. I'll just go to demo. So here it is, all the file, right? What I'll do, I'll just copy this and I will put into my new file. You can create your own. By the way, we don't have that much time to create any application right now, but here it is. So what you need is you have a index.html file, okay, where I'm using lots of things. Basically, I'm using Bootstrap. If you want to use Bootstrap, you can use Bootstrap. If you don't want, you don't use. And we are using directly a CDN. CDN means Content Delivery Network. Okay, so this Bootstrap CSS is already hosted in somewhere, and we are just using that URL online CSS in our application. So no need to download or anything. Just use this URL. Okay, and in progressive web app, we need three main thing. One is manifest file. So as you can see that I have already installed manifest file here, added, and here I have written the code. So created a manifest file, where manifest file is a JSON file. Basically JSON file, it will content all the important variable or icon of your application information, right? As you can see that the name of application is feedback form, short name is feedback, because this short name only will come into your mobile phone application. Okay, and short URL will start this. You have to give this, it will be standalone application. Also it can open what will be the background color, what will the theme color, and you are using only two icon, and icon size will be 192, 192 and 5. So here two icon I have already added, right? And then lastly you need service worker. Service worker is the important point, okay, because your application, your progressive web app or any regular website is always running on the browser, right? So browser, you can instruct browser to do something for you, and that you can do through service worker. Okay, so this is the service worker code. There is a many website who will help you to write service worker. Okay, the code, where we are giving the cache name. Cache name means whenever you are opening a website, opening the progressive web app, the important things of your website, it will keep in cache memory. Okay, so that every time whenever you will get a new update, it will update on top of that. So every time whenever you are updating your website code, okay, so you have to change the version here, 2, 3, 5, 6, like that. Version 6, version 4, you have to change the version. Okay, first thing. Second thing is, these are all the file that we are using. Okay, so you have to mention that. So if you are not understanding this, why we are using and how we will write service worker, then there are many websites who will help you to write service worker. Just you have to understand, you need only three things. One is manifest file, which will give you the icon and information about your application when it will install in the mobile or when it will open into the desktop browser, right? Because it will be the different behavior basically. And this code is basically, it's saying that give option to install. Okay, it will instruct to the browser, modern browser having lots of capacity, and all through you can instruct through the web service worker. Okay, this will ask to no fetch the resources, whatever resources they are using, just fetch faster. Okay, so that your application will be faster. Then you are activating the service worker. Okay, so these three code I have written here in our service worker. So once you'll write these two file, then you will go to the index.html. So since this is a simple form, you can create your form in HTML, nothing big into that. You can learn HTML, CSS and bit of JavaScript. You can create your form. I have already created the form, and I have used Bootstrap. You can use Bootstrap, you can use React, Angular, Vue, any other modern web technology, right? Or simple HTML, whatever you can use, you are just feel free to use. And the third step is, you whatever service worker you have created, just register this service worker when you are opening the application. Okay, so if we'll go to the index.html here, at the last, at the bottom, this code, I have registered the service worker. So it means whenever application is opening and whenever it will run this page, so just open the service worker, open that service worker has written in this page, this this file, service worker.js, that is here, right? And register it. Okay, and print in console that okay it is registered with some scope, right? So three things: create manifest file, create a service worker file, and then registered service worker in your JavaScript. Okay, that's it. Now you can use any kind of database. I will request everyone, please fill the form, just open that, and I will tell you what I have done and what you can do. And you can create a sample project for your college, for your own purpose, for anything like that. Okay. So again, I am giving you the link. Okay. So take this URL, open that, and fill the feedback form because we are already running out of time. We'll take next 10 minutes to wrap up the session, and don't shy to ask any kind of question. Either you can write me personally, you can write in the group chat, or you can simply unmute yourself and you can ask me. Okay, I'll be happy to help you, and I will happy to convince you why we can use progressive web app, and how and which all technology we can use progressive web app, right? Because we are running out of time, that's why we cannot talk lots of things on that. Okay, so another thing is, once you'll do this, right, so simply you can push code on GitHub. Okay, so simply you can just write a commit message, first commit, and you can just write it, and you can either, here you can say that I have committed, right here I have committed. So there you will get a push option, right? If you are after committing, if you are keeping code into GitHub, you can do here, or you can go to the terminal. Here you can just write git push. Once you do git push, the code will come into your GitHub. Okay. So here you can see that where it is. Let me. Here it is. Now, if you refresh this page, you will see that all the code came it here, right? Another thing is, just open github.com in your browser, create a new repository, give repository name as your username, and you can find username here in your GitHub URL. Here it is my GitHub name. So I will write progaurav.github.com, github.io, right? I have already created. So just for demo purpose, I am saying you just write your username, and then, and if you are not installing Visual Studio Code or Node.js or something like that, simply you have another option here itself. Go to code, go to code space, and open this code space online only. Create a code space. So you will see that Visual Studio Code will open online only. You can do everything there also. Okay. And see here, Visual Studio Code is also a progressive web app. So that's why you are getting this install option. Correct. So you can see the importance of progressive web app. Okay, so here you can do, and you can do everything. You can open terminal here, terminal, and you can do lots of things here, right? So next, what I did, let's come to the my actual code, because this is just for demo. I was saying you how you can create a new repository and how you will host in your GitHub page. So this is my existing code, what is working. So after this, I have also added one app script. So you can use any kind of database. You can use Firebase, you can use MySQL, NoSQL, whatever it is you can use. But what I did is I have used a Google Sheet. So what you will do is just open a Google Sheet, go to Google Drive, go to Google Drive, and create a create a Google Sheet. Write something here. What sheet is all about, right? I have written feedback. You can write whatever you wish, and then here it is Google Sheet ID. Right, because setting up a database is actually expensive in time and money both. So I have used the free things. I'm saving the things feedback or whatever you can say in Google Sheet. So just take this Google Sheet here, ID, keep it somewhere, and then the name of your Google Sheet. Here you can see the name of Google Sheet is this particular tab is Sheet 1. Can you see this? Here you can rename it if you wish, but I will keep it as default, Sheet 1. Right. Two things you need: this sheet name and the ID of this Google Sheet. These two things just keep it somewhere. Then next you have to write, because you need a backend code which will consume the data and it will paste it here. Okay. Go to, okay, second thing what you need to do is keep the field. Suppose I have, how many fields I have? I have name, phone number, college, three field, and the when you will give that feedback, 1, 2, and 3 means three option, right? 3, 3, 6. Okay, I have not used this one, so ignore that. Question number 5. And what you are learning next? I have used this. So suppose if you want to learn Android or Flutter or whatever, you can write that. Okay. So I will just everyone please do that and let me know if you are wanting anything to learn. So if I'll do Gaurav Kumar and I'll just go 9110245113. You can WhatsApp me if you need any training or if you need any kind of support or if you have any question. You can just WhatsApp me and I'll just give your. So I'm giving training for instant learning. So I've written here. I've given the feedback and I'm just writing the okay. I want Android training. I've written Android. Or nowadays everyone is learning generative AI. I'll just write generative AI. Correct? Just write whatever you want to learn next. Leave the fifth option because I was just trying something, but I have not added that, and submit the feedback. Okay, so it's asking just select anything. So feedback has been submitted. Okay. Later you can enhance this application as you can give the next page. Thank you, it's submitted or something like that. So feedback has been submitted. So two things you need from this. Now you have to write a backend code. How you will write backend code? Go to the extension here in your spreadsheet. Here there is a app script. Go to app script. So it will open the app script. Here you will write the code, okay, of your backend code in app script, so that whenever user will submit the form, it will come here. You can write. So I have already given the code here. If you'll see app script, I have given you the sample code. Copy the sample code and go to app script and paste it here. So here you will see that it will contain all the input field. You can modify this code based out of. So I have used name, mobile number, college, engagement, material, and what learn next. Only this much field I am using it here, and I am getting a seat. I have given the seat ID, whatever seat ID you have copied from here. Update this. Okay, so I will update this here. Okay, and then seat name is seat 1. So here you can see that seat name is 1. I will just take it, keep it as default, right? And apart from that, you can see it will give you the course option. Course option means Google is not allowing every website to open everywhere. So they restrict. So that's why, so you will require course. So I've added that. And it is success means this is working fine. Now you can just deploy it. New deployment, and you can deploy this code. Select deployment type, web app, and give the web app name test web app. So only myself, and then deploy it. Okay. So once you'll deploy, copy this URL. So you'll see that there will be web app URL will be copied. Just copy this and just go to your index.html file. Here you will see that I have used here the URL. Correct? Cool. So this is how you can do. It will work everything. Just always match the how many input field you have created and how many input field you have all the input field you have used in app script. As app script, you are not using it here. You are using directly in the browser, like in Google Sheet app script. I have already told you. Just I have given you code here so that you can update it accordingly. And you need only three things. So you need index.html file or your web application in HTML, CSS or JavaScript or whatever language you are using, manage manifest file and service worker file, and then register this service worker here. Okay, this service worker here. So these three things is the man what you need, and these two icon at least, right? These two icon is at least you need. This much things you need at least, and rest it depends on you how you are using the data, how you are saving the data, how you are getting the application, which database you are using. It's totally depends on your use case. But I have used Google Sheet as I told you, right? So once you'll run this application, when you'll fill the form, data will update it here automatically. Here you can also, one more last thing what you can do is, you will create all the, suppose I have created the 5 input field. You can just write here name, whatever you have written, right? Name, um, mobile number, college, and blah blah. Whatever you have used, you can do it, right? Any question? Quickly, just ask me. Uh, Please participate. Everyone, please participate. It's very good things actually, and people are, most of the people are not aware. I have interviewed many experienced guy also. They are not aware of it, and this is not something to see. No, it's not something that people will happy. Okay, people should know that if you are trying to get a developer job, or you are a developer or something like that, you should be aware of what each progressive web app. And also, as I told you, just go to the website, no, PWA stat, and you will see that how it is important. As you have seen that Visual Studio Code also was opening as progressive web app, right? So how important it is. Earlier we were need to install any IDE, and then we were using, and most of the company are not allowing to install a new software. But now we have online. So if you see VS Code, you can see that code VS Code dot no dev. You can see that it will open VS Code on the website, just simple in one click. You don't need to install VS Code even. So this is how it is easy, right? And this is a progressive web app, correct? This is so important. Ask me question, and feel free to fill the feedback form. Connect with me anytime if you require any kind of training, if you require any kind of support, or if you have any specific question, or if you need a career counseling things, if you need anything to ask, okay, what next, what I need to do that next, and what is there, or anything, feel free to connect with me. Now it's your time to ask. Please go ahead. If anyone have any question, please ask. Yeah. Okay. 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 Yes. 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 Okay. So this is very important things actually, because what trend I have seen, right, when I'm taking interview and I'm connecting, since I'm a full-time worker also, I'm working as a senior specialist. Also, I am giving training. I am providing corporate trainings in most of the MNCs, right, and last 10 plus years. And also, I am connecting with the candidate or students just like you from college student. Also, I have taught many college professors as well. So overall experience, what it says is right. So whenever you are starting your career, you are moving the next. Just before choosing anything randomly, understand why you are taking that. If you don't understand why, then it is not good for you. You need to understand why you are taking. Suppose if you are talking a engineer or a who is working in your relative or friends, and you are fresher and you are asking that, okay, I want to become a developer, what should I do? If that person is working on Java, they will recommend you, okay, Java is so good, just start learning Java. If that person is working on AI, he will say that, okay, AI is so nice, just work on AI. So it means everyone will say what knowledge they have. No one will say what you need. So you are the good person who should take a career counseling from an experienced people who have a overall experience. What candidate are looking, what company is looking for, where the candidate is lacking, and what you need. So always take a career counseling before choosing anything. Everything is good, whether you are learning Java, whether you are learning Python, whether you are learning JavaScript, C Sharp, everything is good, right? But what will fit for you? Right. So anytime, ma'am, you can just conduct, or if anyone want to connect with me one to one, you have my mobile number. Just connect with me and ask me. You can ask me individually. You can make a group, or you can connect with the ma'am and make a group or make sessions like this. You can ask question. But yes, last thing, always get engaged. Ask. Don't feel shy that what if I will ask a wrong question. There is nothing wrong or right, it's always how we think. Everything is right. So ask question, because when you will go for interview, people will not see how smart you are in writing code. People will see that how smartly you can talk, right? So first impression is, if you are not talking, then it's not good impression. So talk, ask anything. If you are wrong, but if you are trying at least, so most of the interviewer are helping you. Okay, okay, you have done this mistake, just do like that. But if you will not talk, how any interview will make you correct, or they will convince you? So ma'am, you can just conduct anything, okay, and you can tell me. And yeah, anything else, anyone? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Correct. Feel free to connect with me, either group, individual, or anything, whatever you wish. You can connect with ma'am anyway. Feel free, ask before choosing anything. Understand why you are choosing. This is very important. Again, I am saying you, everyone. Yeah, anyone? Any question?
Hello, sir. This is Vignesh.
Yeah.
Sir,
Yes.
being a developer, it's a concern for me to that AI is taking over that IT industry.
Mm-hmm.
How should we look at that, sir? Because coming years, I think what a developer can do, I think AI
Okay.
can be do it in better way. What should we do to better for that?
Okay. So how do you think that AI can do better than you? You are thinking about AI. Does AI thinking about you?
No, sir, but
No,
we are
right?
giving it access
Wait.
to do better things.
Wait. You are giving to access to the AI, then they are doing. But
Yeah,
AI is not thinking about you. It means still you are smarter than AI. Correct?
yeah, yeah.
So don't think in that way that AI, yes, AI can do many things. And I will tell you my own real-time experience. The task what I have created in last 1 year. Okay. And okay, so my client is international bank. Okay. And you can understand the creating application for international bank, and how the data will be, right? It will use data at security perspective. Also, I am working for a financial crime section, where it will be more people are doing crime in financially, right? So in that section, so I have created an application in 1 year. And when AI came, chat GPT or Gemini or anything like that, using of that or taking help of that, I have increased my productivity more than 80%. And same kind of module I have created within 1 month. Even 1 month is too much, all including testing, everything and that. But really, I have created in 1 week only. So you can understand the 1 year what I took, or maybe more than 6 months I took at least, and I have created in 1 week. So they are not replacing me, but I am using that smartly, so
Yes,
that
sir.
it increased my productivity.
Yeah.
So don't lean on something right now for you. This is my take. It, no, what I took from that. right? I can show that now I'm getting multiple call from different team in the company. Hey, you did the great job. Can you help me in the this? Are you free? Do you have bandwidth? Can you support in another project also? I'm getting this much call. Correct.
Yes,
Now
sir.
this is for me as an experienced developer, but for what, for you as a student, don't think that much, learn that things. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you can see that if you are thinking that AI is your counterpart, or you are competing with AI, don't fight with AI, be with AI. Simple, right?
Okay.
Now, as a
Yes,
web
sir.
developer, so you have many roadmap. You have mobile development, you have web development, you have machine learning, these, that, cloud developer, testing, and lots of things, right?
Yes, sir.
So your question can be very simple, kid like question that, sir, I'm into web development or I'm into mobile development. So do you mean that should I learn AI first than that? Correct.
Mm.
If I will learn AI, then when I will learn web development, what is the combination between them? So I'll tell you, there are two type of AI. Nowadays, you heard of generative AI, correct? So generative AI.
Yes,
So
sir.
you have to understand what is generative AI and why we use that. Generative AI means they will help you. Just generative AI, just like you only, right? You can create your own copy and you can create your own agent, right? Which will help you to write
Yeah.
better code. That time you can say
Yes, sir.
they can write better than you, because you will not read everything of website, but they can read. Correct?
Yeah.
So they will
Yeah.
generate better code than you. That is a generative AI. Always make priority that you should have basic understanding of generative AI, how to use it, okay, how
Okay.
you can use effectively. When I say effectively, it means that don't lean on it. Try your own. Because right now I'll talk about one simple technology, JavaScript or HTML. Whenever you are using or learning something, always ask question from you, why? Okay,
Okay.
why?
Okay.
Because interviewer will ask you why you are using this, how you are using this. You will not say that, okay, wait, I will just chat GPT and then I'll answer you,
Yeah.
right? Always ask
Yes, sir.
from yourself, use that for your productivity, but don't copy paste each and everything. And even if you're copying, don't select and copy. Write, see and write, see and write, so that you will see that uh, why you're using that function at least, why using that method, why you're using that variable at least. Okay, so there are multiple ways that you can know, overcome these things. And don't fear of AI. Learn that. Learn. One is, I told you, generative AI. Learn. Every company is giving free course. Take individual training if you need. If you don't understand, if you are capable enough, then take any online courses. Google, Microsoft, every company is providing generative AI. They are forcing everyone to use that. Okay.
Okay.
And third thing is, different kind of AI means you are getting a AI specific application. If you are getting a AI specific application, then you need to learn lots actually. You need to learn Python, you need to learn all the AI or machine learning related libraries. Correct. So
Yes, sir.
that is a different track where you can become a AI developer or something like that. But even if you are not becoming a AI developer, still learn generative AI, whether whatever you are, whether you are in different profession also, whether you are a doctor, whether you are an advocate, whether you are a professor, whatever you are, generative AI, learn. Learn generative
Okay.
AI, how to use it. And if you are a student, learn more actually, how to create another application using generative AI. Okay. Any
Okay.
question?
No, sir. Thank you. That's all from me.
Anyone else?
No, sir.
Okay. So anything else, ma'am? Yeah, sure, ma'am. Sure. Yeah. Please, yeah, please everyone feel free to connect, whether group or individual again. Okay. If you have any question, WhatsApp me anytime, or yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Yeah. Thank you. So whatever question you have asked, Sutos or anyone, just you can WhatsApp me if you have more question. I will be happy to answer you. Okay. Thank you.
Recording stopped.